Welcome to Yellow Brick Road. I'm Jordan. This is James. And today we're going to talk about Sam Harris showing his true neocon colors. And Joe Rogan doesn't question anything.
He's his friend.
It's Joe Rogan's new TV show. Don't question anything. Let's let it fly by.
He's like this. Is it what, Onyx?
Yeah.
On it? Sure.
On it.
On it.
Yeah.
With his kettlebell.
But first, please consider donating to Devon's Journey to Recovery. The link is in the description box. The website's at the very beginning of this video and at the intro of numerous of our past videos.
Question mark with an arrow slashed right into it.
So please consider donating. Any amount will help. 50 cents, $10, 20, 100. Any amount will help. So please consider donating. Now, I recently just posted this to fucking Twitter because the JRE Clips guy, the guy on YouTube, JRE Clips, I doubt he captured this one. I think he captured like the very beginning of where they were going to go into this. Mm-hmm. And it's about Sam Harris basically disparaging Tulsi Gabbard as a candidate because Assad's a bad guy. Of course, he brings no evidence to the table, and Joe Rogan doesn't push back on it. So, for context sakes, let's play the clip first.
You know, one of the things that I liked about Tulsi is that she's a veteran, and you know, I mean, like she seems very reasonable to me. But
except I haven't followed her career closely, but it just seems like she's not making the right noises on things like Syria and Assad. And,
yeah, I don't know enough about that to comment. Yeah, I don't know enough about Assad and the controversy of whether or not he gassed his.
Well, no, that
Sam doesn't know either. He doesn't know enough either to comment.
Oh God!
So all I gotta do is say,
not making the right noises. Because she's calling for peace.
Yeah.
Because she walked over there and talked to Assad.
Yeah. Can you imagine that?
Like, what's going on, dude?
Hitler's doing shit, and someone had the fucking cojones. Who says that? Razor Ramon?
A lot of people.
Yeah. She has the intestinal fortitude to go over there and talk to the fucking person. Like, can we end this peacefully? Even if it was the most evil person in the world, it's like, can we get you to stop without, shooting all your most likely ignorant and innocent soldiers and people who think they're doing the right thing? Oh, let me go talk to the Syrian people while I'm at it too.
Yeah.
That's what she did. I'm begging for someone to actually do that.
Incredibly, like, it's incredible. It's like, it's horrible over there. Let me go talk to them. You can't. It's like, huh?
So,
no. Let's fire some missiles at somebody that we don't know and we have no evidence of. They use chemical weapons on their own people. We have no evidence of it. We're gonna go fire some missiles.
Sam has evidence. Let's hear it. Let's hear his evidence.
That is, I think, uncontroversial. In terms of what that is uncontroversial. In terms of what she.
So it's just uncontroversial.
Uncontroversial.
That's his evidence is that it's uncontroversial.
This guy's probably a neocon shill who is calling for war.
Even though Mattis was on a podium, we were watching that.
Yeah.
The day of Trump's shooting missiles into Syria, to where it's like, oh, you guys don't even have like full-on evidence.
Yeah.
You don't actually know. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah. Incredible. It just happened. People just let it happen.
This is so telling. I mean, I can't even come to Rogan's defense here.
No.
You had Bari Weiss on, and she said the same thing or something similar to it.
Yeah.
She called her Assad's toady.
No, she called her, an Assad toady. And she, like, what's that mean? She didn't know what it fucking meant. And then Rogan's, like, the last person to ever go to ask the question as far as, hey, what's happening over there in Syria? I don't know. It's like what you said. When the fuck are you going to look into it?
Hold on. So he had a New York Times journalist who you would think would know this. He asked her, or he sort of follows up. He's like, oh, what do you what's going on with that? Then you see Bari Weiss start scrambling for her fucking phone and not coming up with anything. Just quoting some other fucking paper or something. Right? She had nothing on it.
No, it's her source.
So now you have Sam Harris saying the same, like, that's interesting.
It's her source that she had to find that agrees with her.
Yeah.
You can't just pull up anything on it.
Well, it's like, Sam Harris is a smart guy by my standards. Let me ask him. Can you explain the story for me? Like, what's the evidence? What's this?
Yeah.
What's going on here? How do you know this?
She is sane about it.
About him.
I mean, she's capable of putting both feet in her mouth on that.
I thought she's saying he's not an enemy of America, right?
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm not close enough to it, but I would, be very circumspect about endorsing her going forward and to do a little homework because I think her candidacy is not going to age well. That's.
That's where I'm like, Joe, just fuck you, man.
First off, what was funny about that?
Nothing funny. There's nothing fun. I didn't laugh.
Her candidacy's not going to age well. What was it?
Was it wine? What? Fuck you, dude. Go fuck yourself. I don't have time to look into it. I'm busy.
Yeah, I'm going to have to look into that. But, yeah, speaking of Tulsi putting 2 feet in her mouth.
I don't know enough about it, but you said that?
Yeah.
What? Like, you know something, bitch. Like, dude, are you a neocon? Be honest.
Rogan?
No.
Yeah.
Sam Harris.
Like, really? Can you explain that for me? Explain the evidence they have. Explain that to me.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know enough about it. Well, you're putting her down. So what? Are you like just like these like fucking mainstream reporters that go ape shit when it like, oh no, she went over to Syria. She's fucking talking to Assad. What's going on here? So wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
It's Assad toady. No. We have to fire missiles at these people, but we can't ask them questions. It's just, dude, are you like?
He does it, and
God.
Harris is. If you actually look at Harris critically, he's notorious for this, for bringing things up and just accepting them as absolutes, as facts of reality, and it's nowhere near it.
It's about like 18%. What's that based off? It's not important.
I can tell you later, but not now.
It's like, huh?
That's what would happen if Joe Rogan pushed back. If Joe Rogan pushed back, he'd be like,
well,
it's a long story.
Sad thing
I'll
is-
explain it later.
sad
Can
thing
I come
is-
on your show again? I'll explain it then.
Yeah, the sad thing is Rogan isn't the guy to be talking to these people. He's
No.
he's not even close to knowledgeable on these subjects. He doesn't have the moral background, in my opinion, to even like push back because he's his friend. And the other thing is this: it's like, well, dude, it's just completely irresponsible. And it's even like throughout this podcast, I can tell if he ever gets blowback for this, he'll just go on another apology tour.
Once again,
So-
if you saw our Ben Shapiro video, this is going to have some sort of connection in my mind as far as guys that sound like, it's like, oh, are you trying, like,
You trying to call?
yeah, do you have an idea, like
Yeah.
some sort of preconceived idea going on here that you really want to happen to where you're, dismissing this candidate or shitting on this candidate
Yeah.
or propping up another candidate?
Yeah.
I mean, he's basically propping the other candidates up by pushing her down.
You want to include what?
Like,
who he
oh,
brought
you're a
up?
supporter of a baby murderer. That's what he's just said right there.
Do you want to include
said that.
what he brought up?
What?
Someone like
Oh, he brought up someone like a young Michael Bloomberg. This fucking billionaire asshat.
yeah.
Doesn't... I'm not saying he's a bad guy, but he's not a good one. And what I mean by that is true moral fortitude.
Was he corrupt?
Probably.
All right,
But I
well-
have no idea. The point is, I know he's not the one. He's
I
not
can
the
say
guy.
same. Yeah.
He's not the guy.
Something would have happened by now.
A young Bloomberg. Get the fuck out of here, man. This guy's a fucking neocon. Doesn't care about the deaths of
No. Millions.
Arab people on the other side of the world.
No.
Wouldn't pick up a gun himself.
No.
He's one of those types. So
Fuck him.
he's whack.
Fuck him, man. And fuck Rogan, too.
It's like, Harris, you're a whack person. Rogan, you're an ignoramus. You should do some form of studying. But
Well, I just-
whatever.
I want some form of care to take place, Do you
Yeah.
give a shit? You care?
Well, I'm just a dumb guy.
Everybody on...
I'm not in it for...
Fuck. Everybody... he has a bunch of people that are involved in the same circle that say the same shit, just different ways. And you don't give a fuck? Like, go fuck yourself, dude.
Yeah.
Like, fucking have fun commenting the MMA, UFC, whatever the fuck you want to do. Go hunt, like,
Yeah.
animals and shit. Like, go fuck you, dude.
Replace Harris with Shapiro, and you would have gotten a very similar answer.
Yeah.
Very similar answer.
Yeah.
And notice how, like,
Hey, Ruben, too?
and they take a small time span to do it. And
Yeah.
not Ruben. I don't think Ruben would do that.
You sure?
I don't think he'll stay in his lane as just like a host type guy.
I'm sure when it comes more acceptable, then he'd be the guy to go, okay. But until then, like, I'm just observing, watching you two. Here's the thing.
It'll never become a story like that because they'll have to actually consider and weigh evidence. Instead, they just say a talking point and then they forget about it. So now when you have when you have the blue check marks on YouTube or on Twitter, those blue check mark people, they can just say, "Well, she's an Assad apologist," and Assad.
Totally.
They don't even have to bring up the chemical weapons thing now. They can just say Assad apologist, and that means the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
That is it from us. Please consider subscribing. Always comment. Please make a donation to Devon's Journey to Recovery. Link in the description box. Website at the beginning of this video and our past videos. And any amount will help. So please consider donating. And with that said, give this video what it deserves. A thumb down. A sabbatical. Give this video a thumbs down, please. Thank you.
Say you wanna get in, and then you wanna get out. When you get the money to buy yourself a car.